3:30, time for the afternoon coffee talk. I'm first warning meteorologist Eric Burris. It is, I'd like to be able to say something fun like, "'Twas the dark and stormy afternoon," but in some spots it's raining, in some spots it's actually not too bad at all. There's a shot from our West 2 Studios tower cam looking toward downtown Orlando, definitely with the clouds around, right? Let's head to another shot. This is our Lake Eola tower cam looking off toward the west. Not too bad. What about downtown? Looking off to the east, not too bad. Tourist district, oh, there's a water park and I'm not there. Do you see that? On the blue thing, there's a big old raft, everybody's sliding around. I want to go to do that. Looks like a lot of fun. I hope you're having as much fun as those people on that raft, even though you're probably not. Oh well. Let's talk about temperatures out the door right now. It is I was going to say, it must have rained. Yeah, there was just a downpour in Ocala, so it dropped the temperature there. 91 right now in Orlando, 89 degrees in Sanford. We are sitting not too bad either, back over to Titusville at 88 degrees. Let's take a look at our first warning live Doppler radar. There are plenty of showers and thunder showers that are around. Let me bring it to you full screen, and let's just take you in a little closer to the metro area where it's quiet in downtown, but we head into East Orange, and there's actually some pretty decent little downpours firing up, especially this one here around Lake Hart, out near Lake Mary Jane. Let me just go to the live radar, and you can see around the 417, coming up through Lake Nona. Let me just look at the wind velocity. Not really, our radar's not picking up much. Okay, so it's just big, heavy downpour there. Back down towards St. Cloud, Lake Toho, some good rains. Same idea up here around Wedgefield. Just make sure you're not getting too feisty. All right, just comparing radars. We're good. Okay, we're good. Just checking. Further up to the north into Volusia County, watching some pretty heavy rainfall here as well. You can kind of see it down around southern Volusia. And then up here around Daytona Beach, also watching some good rains. I do want to mention that there is a flood advisory in effect for parts of Ormond, Holly Hill, Daytona Beach, this area, continuing through about 5:15. Jessica says, can you please tell the storms in eastern Seminole to move its butt this way? If I had that kind of control, you know I would do anything I could for you. Let me just loop it. Yeah, it's not really moving much, is it? That's been the frustrating thing, if I'm honest with you, all afternoon. These downpours that we've been tracking just haven't been moving all that much. Oh, well, sorry. This afternoon into the evening, next couple of hours, we'll watch those showers and storms gradually work their way off to the west. By 7 o'clock, I think our area will be quieting down, just an isolated shower or storm or so. Let's take a look at Futurecast and just see what's doing. And you can kind of see through 4 o'clock, everything gradually works off to the west. I think that the model's probably, let me see, hold on. Let me find a better flavor of Futurecast. See, I think this one's better. 4 o'clock, still spotty showers around the metro area. By 5, 6 o'clock, we're gearing up out west. I think that this is a better version. 7, 8 o'clock, kind of focusing out I-75, 9, 10, 11 o'clock, it continues to get quiet. So yeah, not too bad at all. For tonight, temperatures continuing to fall off into a comfortable range. For tomorrow, where are we headed for high temperatures? Stand by and I'll find that button. Here we are, 92 in the city. Yeah, about 92 degrees in Sanford, 88 degrees New Smyrna Beach, 89 degrees in Melbourne. So not too bad at all. Let's take a look out to the tropics, my friends. There is a lot going on. There are 3 areas, but if you were watching Coffee Talk this morning, of course, we had Gary Lezak joining us, and the one thing that Gary was talking about was how it looks kind of-ish, quite-ish, yeah. Granted, there are 3 areas, but there's not a lot of dynamical support for these. For example, hurricane hunters, even as we speak, are investigating Invest 94. Give me a second, and I will load up the satellite imagery. Here's Invest 94. It's right at the center of your screen there. Approaching South America. Now, it's supposed to lift up to the north a little bit. 90% chance of development here over the next 5 days' time, 70% chance of development over the next 2 days' time. In terms of computer models, scraping along South America, frankly, and then maybe getting out over the Caribbean long enough to get a little stronger and march toward Central America. It's a lot south, and the problem with systems this far south, you need Coriolis force to get the spin, and you don't get that unless you're further from the equator. put in South America and you've got yourself a nice long road with a whole bunch of big speed bumps, right? Can't really get up to speed with speed bumps. And then there's the whole Coriolis thing. So we'll see if Invest 94 is doing much. The raw recon data that we have been tracking, give it a second. This is a big file, so it takes it a second to load. Oh, I need to update the data. Hold on a second. Stand by, stand by, stand by.
It doesn't automatically.
It doesn't. It's straight manual. Hold on. Yep. I'll get it, Camtran. Don't you worry, my dear. Save. Let me run the script. Okay. I'll have to rerun the scene. Give me a second. Processing, 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 processing. See, I'm boring you with all of the processing. It's thinking, it's thinking. All right, there it goes. I broke it. I didn't really break it.
He's updating it.
That's a nicer way of putting it.
Updating it.
All right, there you go. So this is the raw recon data. They're kind of circling. What they're doing is if you notice, they're flying around the big burst of convection. Now, they did find some turning of the winds over here. Let me just zoom in. They did find some turning of the winds, but it's not a closed low. At least it certainly doesn't look like it, right? Yeah, it's a nice open wave, which is fine. But they did find winds earlier at about 44 miles per hour. It doesn't even look like they punched that burst of convection. I feel like they just did a spin just to see, yeah. So open wave for now doesn't look like it's going to develop. But again, the Hurricane Center thinks over the next couple of days that's still an opportunistic situation. Next name on the list, by the way, is Bonnie. One of the stories we're going to be talking about tonight on WESH 2 News is comparing this season to last season, okay? The hurricane forecast from Colorado State, the hurricane forecast from NOAA, everybody's talking about this being a super active season. This morning we were talking with Gary Lezak about our WESH 2 hurricane season forecast and his hurricane season forecast being a little different. And we're going to kind of make some comparisons. I looked back at last season. Where are we compared to 2021? You may be surprised to see the differences. You may. We've mentioned it lightly in Coffee Talk, but we're getting into the data. And you know, I should probably just do 2020, 2020, 29. I should probably do a couple just to compare.
I agree.
Why not?
I mean,
just that way it's not just last year.
You can even show tracks. I mean, that's getting really.
That's mapping, and I think just numbers will do the trick.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Just to show the difference.
Yeah. So, all right, let's look at some raw model data. This is the GFS 12Z. This is the mean sea level pressure normalized anomaly. There you go, right near the word talk. That's Invest 94. Not really looking all that great. That's tomorrow at 8 p.m. Scraping up against South America. Don't really see much happening there, frankly. Then there's another kind of system-ish thing behind it. Hurricane Center says that may develop as well, by the way. They are giving it a low-end development chance, but it's not a no-end development chance. That second one has a 20% chance over the next 5 days' time as it works into the central and northern Caribbean islands. There it is there. So you've got Invest 94 on the left where it says the word coffee. You've got the other wave where it says the word talk. Let's see what the GFS's craziness is now. Trying to bring it into Florida. Great. Again, I don't trust anything the GFS says after like hour 200. And that's 294. And then that's it. Yeah. So anyway, GFS is doing the GFS's thing. So there's that one. And then there's another opportunity here in the Gulf of Mexico, a little piece of energy moving toward Louisiana, not Louisiana, but from Louisiana toward Texas and Mexico. The models are not going crazy on those. So there are 3 areas that we're watching. Jessica says no CAGs. You know that you've got a nice trained group of weather nerds when they're talking about CAG lows.
Oh, God.
It warms my heart. All right, so there are 3 areas. The only one that really has any kind of an opportunity, I think, is Invest 94. The others, we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. Take your time. I don't need a hurricane. Oh, I see what you did there. Good gravy. Okay, got a couple of rocket launches ahead. We've got good beach forecasts. There's a lot to talk about. I am in today for WESH 2 News at 4. And then this person.
What's up, guys?
is in for West 2 News at
That
5.
was really creepy.
I know, I was like trying to do it as creepily as
No,
possible.
I was being really creepy, like.
Well, it was I was like, eh?
Meh?
Okay. All right. I will see you guys and gals on West 2 News at 4. Cam is in for 5, 5:30, 6, 10, and 11. And then we'll do Coffee Talk again tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. and the Tracking the Tropics at 6 a.m. All right. Be good, y'all. Bye. It's part of our drink.